Well, doing my best. It's cold. If I was a fish, I would be in my bed crocheting some kelp or some moss. I'll let you go so you can get warm, and I'll check in with you in a little bit. Hi, I'm home. I'm warm again. Ryan really wanted to go fishing today, and I tried telling him that it was windy out there, and he was insistent. So I thought, what would be the harm in throwing him in the car with his equipment and showing him what I meant? It's too windy out there. We didn't stay very long. He got a little flustered, and then we drove around a little bit more to find a different spot, and he quickly decided that it was windy everywhere today, and we came home. So now he's playing a fishing video game in his room. So if he yells fish on, he might have caught one. I got some items in the mail. I found Googly eyes on Amazon. Yeah, I wanted to give them a go. They came in a bunch of little colors. Blues, greens, purples. There are a lot of free patterns on Ralvery. Here, hold on to those for me. Lots of free patterns. I will link the patterns below if you decide you would like to make some quick little satisfactory makes. I think I bought 25, 30 googly eyes. And I think it was like $3 or $4 on Amazon. And I bought them like 2 days ago. They came super fast. But if you want to make any of these patterns, they would be excellent for a little put on presents or like little tags for presents or stocking stuffers or Easter baskets, or if you want to make something to give away for Halloween that's not a candy item. I have been making them and putting them in our little free library as little random acts of crochet kindness. I've also been putting my Instagram handle on the little tag and asking if they feel like it, if they'd like to post a picture on my Instagram of their find. I'd appreciate it. I've put 6, I think I put 6 out already, and they were the little ducks and 2 butterflies. Put 2 butterflies out there. The butterflies haven't popped up on Instagram yet, but 2 of the ducks have, that they found living homes. So I'm gonna tag these, and I only put 2 out at a time. They disappear pretty fast. So I made some snails. Super simple. So you're half double crocheting around that little loop of the eye. And then you're making a long tube. There's some decreasing in a long tube. And then you roll it up, and they instruct you to leave a long tail so that you can sew it. Well, I watch Mama Llama Kayla, and I know that hot glue gun can be my friend. So I hot glued that shell together, and you can't tell. She's given a lot of tips on how to hot glue stuff. I've upped my game on hot glue and stuff. I used to have those strings all over the place, and I made it super goopy. She gave me a lot of advice when she said, you don't need to use a whole lot. It's seeping into between those stitches, and it's solid gluing it together. And it's just a little token of appreciation. Got little green eyes and little, these are both Hobby Lobby. I love this yarn. I think it's called Painted. like the watercolory looking ones. And they were tiny little scrap balls. Well, they were about that big. And then I had some of this neon stripy stuff left. I think the little snails remind me of that cartoon that came out not too long ago, the Turbo. What does the one say? White shadow. So I got those. Those are pretty fun. And then I found a frog pattern. How cute is that? So inside these, and I think this one, a while ago, a long time ago, I was making cat toys at Christmas time, and I bought, you know how you buy things out of little gumball machines at grocery stores and stuff, and they have those little plastic capsules. I bought a bunch of those capsules, and I went to the $1.25 store when it was back a Dollar Tree, and I bought bells at Christmas time. They had bags full of bells, and I bought a whole bunch of them. And I was putting the bells inside the capsules and then crocheting around them so that they didn't pop off. I put a little bit of glue around the lids of the little shells. So those will go in there. I think this is Hobby Lobby. I love this cotton. This was a cake that I had. I kind of took it apart a little because I thought he looked more fun with the lime green legs. And this was the first one I made. Also a Ralvery link. This one, I'm not sure. It's got a bit of a sheen to it. I'm not sure what yarn that is. This one has those little flat marbles, those decorative floral marbles in it. So it's kind of like a fidgety, clicky thing. But you can't get it out. You can kind of see it in there, but it doesn't come out. So got those. And then before my eyeballs came in, I went on Ralvery and I was just looking for quick little makes, and I found one for a pocket frog. I don't know if he really looks like a frog though. He's got these 4 little bump legs. Very, very quick make. I melted the back of those safety eyes and I put a dot of glue on there so they're not coming off. I only made one. I wasn't sure. And then there was a little free pattern. I think I just Googled. I put in like crochet frog or something and then followed a whole bunch of links and stuff. And I made somewhat of a leggy frog. Not exactly the typical leggy frog that we see going around. The eyes are a little different. It was stitched a little, but he has one of those flat marbles in it. So it's a bit of a fidgety thing too. So that's 3, 6, 7. So that's 8 little items that I have to go in the little free library. And then I was at a new friend's house and she had the most adorable refrigerator magnet. I think I shared it in the pictures maybe a week or 2 ago. I think I shared it. It was a little fly swatter made out of the plastic canvas, and it had a little fly on it, and it had yarn like all the way sewn in the little handles. So I went on Amazon and I thought, oh man, how do I buy flies? You can buy flies on Amazon. I know, I'm getting ridiculous. But look, it's a teeny tiny little plastic fly. I am going to make some of the fly swatters because they're nice and flat. And the plan was initially to mail them to YouTube friends. We'll make little fly swatter magnets and mail them as like a summer, hey, how are you? I hope you're doing well. I appreciate your channel and your content. And so keep your eyes open. Just like when I did the Valentine cards, I'm going to make little summer hello cards and mail them out. It's fun. It's fun to see people get some happy mail and open it, right? And then, so in October, I've got that decades project going on with a few other channels. with Crochet Critters and the Spoony Stitcher and the Silent Sonnet and the Gwenspired and yeah. It's a decades project. And so I'm working on a pattern. I'm not going to say what decade, and I'm not going to say what the pattern is, but it's grape themed. Oh, not all purples are the same. So I'm going through my cotton threads. I have 3-weight and classic 10. And I'm trying to figure out what looks grapey. Like, I have a few different purples and lavenders, and I can combine those. I don't know why I always think grapes, I think purple. Of course there's green grapes, but I don't know. I think purple when I think grapes. So I had in my mind I needed it to be purple. But I couldn't find any variegated purple, which would make it so easy. If I could do all of these little motifs in variegated purple, it would save me so much time instead of carrying around a few different balls. And I was thinking if it was 3-weight, it would be so much faster going in the rounds because I got to do a couple of rounds if it was 3 instead of a 10. So I jumped on Amazon. Amazon's not a very good place to get yarns. It's so expensive. So I jumped on Etsy, and how's that? That's grapes, right? Crochet set thread, size 3, mercerized cotton, 140 yards. Ugh. Well, it'll just be what it is. So I was looking for, so Hirschner's has their brand threads. Hobby Lobby has their threads. I couldn't find any variegated purple. This says thread art. No idea. Absolutely no idea where I would buy this retail. I went to Michael's. I don't have a Joann Fabrics anymore. They shut their doors down way before their big announcement. So I have my thread project to work on in the background. You won't see it till October, but I'm working on it. So that one was extremely affordable, even with shipping. Even if I went to the stores to try to buy it, it did take a long time to get here, but it came from, thank you, Texas, all the way from Texas. So I got eyeballs in the mail, I got flies in the mail, I got thread in the mail. It's been a good week. And what else have I been working on? So I have my big yarn spool cone. It's tripled up into a cake. Got it on here. This is my at-home project. I tried putting it in a crochet bag to go with me. It's a home project. Not that it throws me off. It's just that it's kind of bulky. I set it down in my project bag. I used that stiff-sided Jimmy Beam wools, and it's stiff-sided, so it stays in the bottom, and then my project in there, it works fine because I pull my project out, and so this is just sitting in a hard-sided bag. Works well. But I put other stuff in there, papers and other mini little projects I'm working on. If I just had this in the bag, it would travel well. This sits next to the couch in the living room, and this is what I work on under my lamp because it's black, right? I've got my hook from the Polymer Clay Shed. It's Halloween. It has spider webs, candy corn, and pumpkins. Let's see, how far have I gotten? I don't remember the last time I showed you. I think I had just gotten started on the cardigan. It's a cardigan. It is called Summer Days? Summer Chain? You know what? I'll put it in the description box below. I'm calling it a spider web cardigan. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, when I get it all. Actually, maybe it doesn't need to be, what's it called when you lay it out wet and then you let it dry and you pin it? Oh. Blocked. I don't really know if a spider web needs to be blocked. But here's the front panel. And we have an armhole, which I haven't gone back to work on yet. It's kind of hard to see when it's 2 layers, huh? And then I'm working down the body. So it's pretty short right now. And there's an armhole. Let me set my hook down. So we got the, we got a front. We have 2 armholes. We're working down the body part now. Now, I've decided I'm wearing this with a red dress. And I think the wings is going to be a different project. The bat wings. Another project. I think I want it to be long like a duster. Long and flowy spider web over a red dress. And I'm thinking the duster because I don't know if I'm gonna just wear a red dress. I don't have a red dress, so I'd have to go buy a red dress from the thrift store, of course. But I don't know how the red dress is gonna fit. Like if it's gonna be fitted or if it's gonna be flowy. I'm not sure. But I think a spider web duster, this is working up super fast. So to make a duster, this wouldn't be much more effort than what it is. Plus, strategically, I want to increase my hook a half a hook size every so many rows so that the duster has an A-line to it. So I'm already, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, I am so sorry if you're crocheting while we chat. I might have just thrown you off. I'm 20 rows in. So if every 20 rows, I can count how many inches that is, estimate how many inches I want the duster to be. It won't go down to the ground, but maybe like to my little past my knees would be nice. So if I measure this, multiply this, figure out how long I want it, increase every so many rows a half a hook size, it would very gradually give me that look without changing the number of chains between. Because I'm in a flow. It's 12 chains, 2 double crochets, 12 chains, and it's just moving right along. I am gonna need 1 more of these little cakes, which is a breeze to work up. I've got plenty of the black. So I'm not material restraint, not time restraint. I'm patience restraint though. We'll see if it, no, I don't think I'll run out of patience. I'm having a really good time with it. I'm having a really good time with it. That's really the only, I really enjoy having like a big long-term project that I really need to focus on as I'm working on it. And then I like to have little mindless things to work on, or an amigurumi or something that where I can piece it down and have instant gratification on finishing those. Then I feel like I finish all of it better if I have that little mind break. That's what these little free library appreciation crochet items have been for me. And I think that's what the grapes are going to be, because each one is just a small little pattern, move on to the next small little pattern, and I'll be duplicating the same thing over and over again. So that'll be the quick little mindless, and then the long-term one. That's really all I have going on right now. What are you working on? Please tell me you have some crochet item going on in your life. You can't sit with an empty lap. What do you do when you're watching YouTube? What do you do when you're watching TV in the evening? That's about it over here. I'm probably I have another little googly eyes pattern that's a goldfish. And then when I put it in the little free library, I have some little clear little bags to tie a little ribbon, like a little goldfish in a bag. I think that'll be really cute. If you have any little googly-eyed projects, or anytime any little quick makes, little pocket animals or little characters, kind of like the worry worm dragons that I was making. That was fun. I probably need to make a couple more of those. I think that was a hit. I think those two little boys, man, that was so exciting. I'm so glad I got to hear that. That was fun. But if you have any little patterns like that, tell me where you found it. Tell me the name and where you found it, and maybe why you enjoyed it, so that I could rush over and make a couple for my little free library. Thank you for coming to visit. I have some pictures to share with you at the end. I hope to see you again really soon. Thank you for coming today. Bye.